Hey folks, today we're going to be talking about the natural indicators for when you should plant things. And specifically today's example is going to be onions. Let's go check out some wild onions that I actually planted in this box here. And we're going to go plant some onions here in a little bit, but check this out. Alright, so these little thin green, it almost looks like a grass, but if we pick it and then smell it, taste it, I can be 100% sure that this is the garlic I planted in here. Alright, so this stuff tastes like garlic. It's wild garlic, which is related to onions. So, also, let's notice, it's just starting to come up. I tasted it. The taste is pretty mild. You can still taste a definite garlic flavor to it, though. Here's a really long one coming up. And these are very typical to come up in the fall. They grow over the winter in our area, and then they will fade away as it starts getting hot. So we're gonna go check on an experiment I've been running for a while. I posted a video about storing onions under the crawl space under my house. So we're gonna go check on those and see if they actually didn't turn to mush over the summer. And let's go check it out. All right. Let's see here. I gotta open that. Pull. Oh, a lizard went in there. Oh well. Pull this out. Close this back up, and let's put this somewhere a little nicer to sit and unload it and see what we got in there. I'm a little concerned because this bucket feels a little light, which would mean everything dried up and died. But we won't know until we open it up. Okay, what is this? Might have been onion skin, but there's some more onion skin. Not looking good. What do we have here? That one totally rotted away. That one, yeah, that one looks good. So far we're 1 and 2, I think. That onion feels firm. It's not rotten. Doesn't smell rotten. Let's see how many more we got. Shouldn't put that over there. I'll bury it. Oh, that looks good too. That's a handsome onion. I think there's another one right here. This one feels firm. Looks good too. So we got 3. Only one of them rotted away so far. There's another one. That's our 4th good one. So we're 4 out of 5. And yeah, I think that's all of them. Sweet. So now we have 4 little onions to plant that we stored over the summer. And what's that? 4 out of 5. That's 80%. Yeah, I think that's 80%. 80% success. That's a B. I'll take that every day. Alright, so another good thing I'm noticing is they haven't sprouted yet. So it's better to get them in the ground. The roots will start working and they'll sprout from the ground. So this is just pine straw, some random leaves. It allows air to flow and it stays pretty dry. It doesn't absorb water. Pine straw really doesn't like to absorb water because it's got a lot of oil in it, or resin you could say, and just in a garden bucket. Alright, now let's just find a good spot to put these in the ground. Let's see. I planted a bunch of greens right here. Maybe I'll do it along the edge of this. Right over here looks good. Alright, I'm just going to kind of rake back some of this funk, some of the debris on the surface. And I'm going to do a little line like this. Oh, there's a potato there. I planted that potato. That's not one I grew. I planted it from the store. We're gonna move you somewhere else. That's funny. Alright, so we're gonna put these guys down, root down, and you can actually plant these relatively close to the surface. And that's just fine. So, oh, there's a daikon radish here. We'll pull that up and see what we got. Oh, that's terrible. Alright, And the last one, but not the least one, right there. So we'll just kind of cover those over, just like that. Yeah, that looks nice. Leave a little bit sticking up, and that's real nice. All right, onions are planted right there, and the real test is to see if they come up. So I'm pretty confident those roots will sprout and come up here pretty soon, and usually it's something in the weather that will trigger this. And so a lot of this stuff, like the wild garlic in there, and then even you can see that ground layer is just covered in green. That's all clover sprouting up, and it's like I said, it's the weather that triggers this stuff. So what I like to do is just look at the nature's counterpart of whatever it is I'm planting. If it's a bean or an onion or whatever, and this, you can't do this with everything, but a lot of things have a relative that's wild and will follow a similar life cycle because they're related. And so that's what I look out for. And as I experiment and observe, I can figure out if these things are true or not. But I like to be guided by the things that are happening around me without anyone doing anything. And so, you know, I could Google on the internet, when should you plant onions in this zone? That's cool, but to me it's more enjoyable to see what is nature doing and go by that. To me, that's just fun. So for us, when we had this cooler weather and some rain just all of a sudden show up here, really just marking fall is here, that's when stuff started to happen. And so I'm watching these plants and there was one before this, nothing happened, but it was this next one that stuff started happening. It was the right time of the year, and things start sprouting. It's hard to argue with nature. So I hope I've encouraged you guys to observe the weeds or just the wild stuff around you, and to really value it and see what it is, and learn from it. And all this just comes from seeing that something is different and seeing what it is, observing it. So all of this stuff comes from observation. So open your eyes, there's probably a lot more around you than you think. Have a great day, guys. Bye.